The footage really speaks for itself. It's absolutely tragic. It is what it seems to be. This is a Palestinian father egging on his 4-year-old boy and calling on the Israeli soldiers to shoot his son. He wants to provoke a confrontation to try to make Israel look bad and to get it on film. Here are the terrible Israelis shooting his little 4-year-old son. Of course, they do nothing of the kind, but it's shocking and it reveals the depth of hatred in Palestinian hearts towards the Israelis. This is what Prime Minister Netanyahu had to say.
Sadly, this father's crime is not an isolated example. In Gaza, Hamas runs summer camps that teach children to value death over life, suicide kindergarten camps. The Palestinian Ministry of Education in Ramallah recently organized an event for students to honor terrorists who murdered 3 civilians. 2 weeks ago, the Palestinian Authority's official newspaper praised teenage terrorists and wrote that death as a martyr is the path to excellence and greatness. That's a direct quote. Palestinian and Israeli children deserve better. They deserve to live. They deserve to live in peace. Children are not cannon fodder. They're the most precious things in the world. They're the most precious things we have.
You know, it's really sickening to look at some of the footage. I mean, actual footage. Here's a children's TV program, say state TV in Gaza, and there's a little mouse. You know, it's like a puppet, like a Mickey Mouse, and the mouse gets killed by the evil Jews. Or you watch these little children singing songs how they want to be martyrs, they want to be shaheeds. And then if you kill an Israeli in cold blood, you murder a teenage girl sleeping in her bed in cold blood, you kill a baby sleeping in its bed in cold blood, you are hailed as a martyr. And then you'll have streets named after you. Your family will be compensated. It's horrific. And that video that we saw, it illustrates how deep this is. I saw another video. There's a father with his little girl, and she's holding a knife. She's just a few years old, maybe 3 years old. What do you want to do? I want to kill a Jew. This is sick. And these little children are victims themselves. Prime Minister Netanyahu has more to say.
And today I appeal to every father and mother around the world. I ask you to join me in calling for an end to this abuse of children. The Palestinian leadership must stop encouraging children to kill. They must stop encouraging Palestinian parents to call for the death of their own children. It's horrendous. Peace begins with respect. If parents don't respect their own children's lives, how will they respect the lives of their neighbors? We must love all children. They should never be pushed to violence or hate. Join me in educating all children for peace.
I can guarantee you that if these children were raised differently and taught differently about Israel, things would be different for their parents and things would be different for them as they grow up, and there would be better treatment from Israel. But when Israel is faced with people that want to kill them day and night, when that is the case, the reality is that you're going to have this continual cycle of hatred and violence. You know, there's something that Golda Meir said, and it's very relevant, and I want to end with this quote. She said that when the peace will come, when the Arabs will love their children more than they hate us. Peace will come when the Arabs will love their children more than they hate us. And this is the reality. That father egging on his boy and trying to get the Israelis to shoot his boy, he did not love his children more than he hated the Israelis. If he did, things would be different. That's where change needs to take place.